Good morning and welcome to Magnitude 314, the latest construction here at Magna Park, Milton Keynes. At just over 314,000 square feet, this stunning development boasts large capacity, strategic location and is now available to let. Now today I'm joined by some of the developers who are going to be talking us through Magnitude's specifications and allowing us to take a closer look. So a very warm welcome to James and Joe. Good morning. Joe, we'll start with you. If you could just tell us a little bit about the building.
Yep, it's 314,000 square feet. It has 19 metres clear height, 80 kilonewtons per square metre on the floor for loading purposes. So that means you can get much more capacity out of the building. So on a mezzanine level, we can get 4 mezzanine levels in here, which is about 900,000 extra square feet. On a racking basis, you can get 76,000 pallet positions on a very narrow aisle basis, or 54 on a wide aisle basis. We've got a new improved specification for the building, which Stephen will talk through later on, and we're quoting $795.
Brilliant, well some very impressive stats there and certainly worthy of its grade A status as well. And James, we're positioned right next to the M1, so prime location really, isn't it?
Yeah, we're 50 miles, well just under 50 miles from central London. Easy access to the M1, either junction 14 going north or junction 13 going south, both 2 miles away. Junction 13, the A421 dualling project will be finished hopefully by the end of the year. In terms of more local transport connections, Milton Keynes Station, there's a great bus connection, and then there's a whole network of redways so you can cycle safely in the town. Brilliant,
ideal. And we are now going to find out a little bit more about the building and some of the features that make it so unique. We are now in a fantastic office space and I'm joined by Stephen, GLP's UK Construction Director.
Good morning.
Good morning, Stephen. Now, can you give us a little insight into some of the features that make this ultra-modern space so unique?
Absolutely. With Magnitude, we ripped up the rulebook and we just looked at a whole new spec for the building. From the elevations, with the new cladding and with the full height glazing on every level, through to our modern new reception area, which is bright, airy, feature wall with LED lighting. And when you come up into the office, you can see this fantastic new open plan office space. We looked at every part of the building, every material. We went with a whole new colour scheme. We have larger than standard windows, which brings that much more natural light into the building and gives that better working environment. When you look at every part of the building, be it the kitchen, be it the toilets, be it the individual elements, everything's new, everything's upgraded and brought to that modern standard. Lastly, one thing I'd like to focus on is the lighting. The lighting system isn't just a normal lighting system, it has loads of really interesting features. It comes with an online portal, so a customer can log in at any time and look at the data that these lights with sensors are producing. That information allows us to heat map, or allows a building operator to heat map, every part of the building, seeing how it's been utilised, what parts are being overutilised, underutilised, and puts that together with the energy usage, your gas, electricity and water, and gives you real-time information for any part of the building. Also, every feature we have here is also upstairs in the boardroom. Shall we go and have a look?
Absolutely, let's go and take a look now. Well, Stephen, I can see why you wanted to bring us up here.
Absolutely. The top floor boardroom has all the same specifications as we saw downstairs. It has the enhanced view. What you can see here is all protected parkland, has fantastic walkways and links to the general Milton Keynes area, but also has the wildlife walks, etc. that staff can enjoy maybe during their lunch break. The wall to my right here is removable and allows the meeting room space or the office space to be extended out into the plant deck to give a fantastic area for future development.
Well, guys, we've made it up onto the plant deck and the view is very different, but equally as impressive as in the boardroom. Now, there's been huge focus on sustainable construction, particularly over the last 5 years. So, Stephen, can you tell us a little bit about the Net Zero project and how you've managed to achieve that here in this latest build?
Of course. We've always been really focused on sustainability, on what we do, what we build for our customers. When you look at the building with 15% of the roof as roof lights, the window band to get more natural light into the building, all there to help reduce the energy consumption of the building. We've got rainwater harvesting, we've got a roof capable of taking photovoltaic array. We have all these LED lights, which also help to reduce the energy consumption. This building has an EPC rating of A, has BREEAM Excellent, has Planet Mark certification and Social Value certification as well. But the one we're really focused on and the one we're really proud of was this is the first building to achieve net zero carbon according to the UK Green Building Council framework. What we did to achieve this is we took the building apart element by element when we were designing it, and we worked through the supply chain. How can we build as good a building as possible, as good as we normally build, without affecting the performance, but reducing the carbon footprint? And we focused on every element to get that achievement of net zero carbon. An example of that is the floor slab. The floor slab obviously has an awful lot of cement in the concrete, and we focused on the cement content. Cement has a huge carbon footprint. We reduced the amount of cement, replacing it with an equally as strong product, but it had a much lower carbon footprint, and that allowed us to reduce the carbon significantly. When we put all that together, we had a massively reduced carbon footprint to the building, allowed us to do some offsetting, and we achieved the first net zero carbon building according to UK Green Building Council in the world. We've got a small video just explaining a little bit of that.
Oh, brilliant. Let's take a look.
Zero. Seems like a pretty unremarkable number. Not to us. Zero for us means accountability. It means sustainability. It means everything. Introducing Magnitude 314. The world's first logistics facility to be net zero embodied carbon for construction. This is not just a warehouse with excellent environmental performance. This is the pinnacle of sustainable construction, a world first. During construction, our efforts were assessed, measured and validated by independent professional bodies. We pride ourselves on being innovators and pioneers in the construction industry. To achieve this, we took everything we knew about sustainability and carbon reduction and went back to the drawing board. Every single aspect of building, design and construction was scrutinised and reassessed. Collaboration has been key. The GLP virtual team worked with a team of consultants and specialists in order to improve on the sustainability credentials of all aspects of the build. Alongside this, a dedicated external sustainability champion was assigned to track and monitor key sustainability metrics. We've hit zero on this project, but we're not stopping there. This is all part of GLP's ongoing journey to net zero. We'll take our learnings from this project and knowledge share across future projects. 0. Seems like a pretty exciting number now.
So clearly great for the environment, but Joe, tell us some of the benefits to the occupier that these sustainable features have.
Pretty simple. There's two things. One, it saves them money, and two, it helps them meet their ESG targets.
Okay, and Stephen mentioned offsetting.
Yep.
Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yep, we've gone down the road of offsetting for the very first time. You know, in the backdrop here, we've got 40% of global emissions on greenhouse emissions are from real estate. In the lifetime of a warehouse, 60 to 70% will come from the construction process. So the way we've looked at it is we've tried to reduce as much as we can in terms of the footprint. And last resort, you go to an offsetting process, which is what we've done on this scheme. And we've done this through something called the gold standard, which is the recognised accreditation scheme.
Okay, well, I think we've got a little video to tell us a little bit more about that. So let's take a look.
It's everyone's responsibility to take care of the environment. If we don't, then the future generation will suffer. It's not just carbon credits, it's life.
The transition to a low-carbon world has begun, and we're all part of it. Your actions, no matter how small, can have a big impact in ways you've never imagined.
We can help change lives and give life to these communities.
From the brands you support to the events you attend and the products you buy, even how they reach you. Some companies are already taking action to help drive the transition to a low-carbon economy. In line with scientists' predictions, many have cut greenhouse gas emissions by millions of tons. Some go further by helping vulnerable communities develop sustainably. And they do all this by supporting climate protection projects certified by Gold Standard.
以前是讲我们烧这个炭一年烧钱过多，一天省2000块钱。
You can take responsibility for your own climate impact by reducing your carbon footprint and supporting these life-changing projects. After all, we're all in this together. Play your part for a more sustainable, prosperous and climate-secure world.
Well, that's it from us this morning. I hope you've enjoyed the presentation.